How do you deal with DMing anxiety? Starting a big Pathfinder campaign tomorrow, and I'm starting to feel jittery when I think about it. Are you a game master with questions that need answers? Not sure how to do X, Y, or Z in your game? If so, I have weekly live streams on Twitch where you can ask me those burning Dungeon Master questions. Perhaps you'll get a useful answer. Perhaps you'll just trigger a rant that might find its way here on my YouTube channel. Click that link below and follow me on Twitch to ask your question and find out. I think the first strategy that I would recommend, if you're dealing with anxiety before you're dungeon mastering, is to try to think about why you're feeling anxious. What is the cause of your anxiety? So anxiety is uncertainty about the future, about something that's going to happen in the future. You're not sure, like, how's this going to go? What, blah, blah, blah. So you need to think about, this is self-awareness. This is emotional intelligence. You need to understand what's causing you to feel that way. So it's going to involve some thinking. You might want to get a piece of paper, get a notebook, get a journal, write this stuff down, brain dump, vomit words, stream of consciousness on a piece of paper in a notebook. Try to figure out why you're feeling that way. What's making me anxious? And then you just start coming up with ideas. Ask yourself why. Why am I feeling anxious? Oh, I'm afraid I'm gonna fail. Why am I afraid I'm gonna fail? What do I think I'm gonna fail at? Oh, well, and then I can't guide you through that process, right? This is just, but you got to figure out, if you can figure out why, the root of, and there might be several of them, of why you feel anxious. If you can establish what they are, then you know why you're feeling anxious. Okay, great. We can do something with that. All right. One reason I feel anxious is I don't feel like I know the monsters well enough or something, and I just don't know what I'm going to do in the combats. I don't know good tactics. Okay, great. That's a source of anxiety. Great. What can we do about that? Well, let's go read The Monsters Know What They're Doing, the blog post that can help us learn about monster tactics. Let's just read the monsters a little bit more thoroughly from the monster manual so I understand them better, so I feel more comfortable playing with them at the table. Okay, I'm anxious because I feel like there's pressure to use like special voices when I'm a dungeon master, but I don't like using special voices. Okay, great. Well, let's talk about that. You don't have to use special voices. There are lots of dungeon masters who don't do that sort of thing. So don't worry about it. Just cross that off your list. You don't have to do that. Just take that away. And you go through that. The different things that you've identified that you feel anxious about, address each of them. Okay, I'm anxious about X. What could I do to make me feel less anxious about that? Well, and then you just try to address them one by one and prepare yourself perhaps so that you feel more prepared and ready for that. And honestly, sometimes simply the exercise of when you feel an emotion, identifying, embracing that emotion and thinking about it and being like, why am I feeling that way? I'm feeling anxious. I'm feeling afraid. I'm feeling nervous. Why am I feeling that way? Oh, because of this, this, and this. Sometimes just thinking about it and going through that exercise is going to help you feel better. And then obviously you can take steps to address the different root causes as well. So that's probably the best advice I can give you. And so it's not like, there's not a blanket thing to do. It's basically based upon your own circumstances and your personal stuff, addressing it, brainstorming it, thinking about it, and working through it. So it's a thing you have to figure out in your own kind of, but that's kind of like a way to go about thinking about it maybe. So I don't know. That's like what I would do when I have negative emotions or even undesirable emotions or something, to think about it, accept it. Okay, this is how I'm feeling. Okay, why am I feeling this way? I'm angry today. Why am I angry today? Do I have a reason to be angry? I'm having a bad day today. I feel upset today. Why? Why am I feeling that way? What's going on right now in my life that I'm upset about? Everything's okay with my wife and me, my daughter and me. Everything's going okay at work. And why am I feeling upset today? Huh. I don't think I have a reason to feel upset today. Huh. Okay, maybe I shouldn't. Okay, well, just going through that exercise sometimes helps a lot.